Okay, so I'm just here to show you some of the artwork that I have for sale so you can have a size reference for everything, and I can tell you a little bit about the pieces. So, where we have a moose that's, right now it's a table, it's going to be a tabletop, and it's painted with oil stain, wood oil stain, and you can see it's epoxied finish. And actually, this moose picture comes from a picture that my brother took, that my brother shot up in the Upper Peninsula. So, kind of a good view there. And this would be for a coffee table. You could actually hang this on the wall this way if you wanted to, but I planned on turning it into a coffee table top. So that's what that would be. And then I have an elk that would be for the side table here. So let's see. I can get that picture without it being too flushed out by the light here. So we have the elk there, and that one's painted on the end tabletop. And again, this could be hung as well, but you can see it's a glossy or this epoxy. That picture is actually from a picture I found online that I really liked, and you can see the other type of artwork I do: comic book characters, Spawn, Silver Surfer, cover of old Wolverine magazine, Incredible Hulk. So what we have over here, those aren't for sale; those are on the wall. So what we have here, these are kind of like a relief. They're it's actually carved into the wood. You can kind of see some depth to it a little bit. It's carved into the wood, and then it's painted, and then I changed the edges of the wood so it kind of looks like broken old wood. It's carved out, and then I use the branches here that I sand off, cut them up, and kind of put them on here. So this could be hung on a wall. This stuff is great for your cabins up north, cabins, cottages. If you're just into anything outdoors, somebody who's into outdoor stuff. This stuff is the kind of things that are kind of hard to come by, that you can really find homemade. There's a lot of these things that are done by machines now. They're all kind of similar to each other, but these are all one-off original pieces that I make. So this one, for instance, I'll make myself a stencil, and then I only make it one time, I cut it one time, and then I'll kind of spray paint over. I'll set these pieces of wood up based on the kind of feel I want to get for the entire picture. And so this one I used a lot of yellow, orangish, and kind of them colors of and browns for the palette to kind of almost give it a evening dusk or dawn kind of feel to it. So that's a moose going through, just some territory. And we like the moose and the deer and all that kind of stuff because we live in Michigan here, and a lot of states have the same type of animal. So this one's a chickadee. This one's done on wood. It's done on a piece of 2x12. Actually, it's 1x12. This is just some chickadees that people like chickadees. So, and I like chickadees. They're really cool. Up north, these guys actually land on your hands. If you put the seeds in your hands, they'll land on your hands and eat out of them. So they're really cool. So here we have a bass. This one's a bass jumping. This one is also carved. You can see the depth on here, and you have your trees and your mountains in the background, and your log in the water. And it's carved and painted, and then again I did the edges like kind of the broken driftwood that you almost might have. So that again, this would go for a wall. You would hang it on a wall for your cabin or your cottage, or just in your man cave or your up north room. I have this one. This one's a good sized one, and this is a family of deer, kind of again in shadows, taken with the light behind it, so it would be backlit looking. So, and, I kind of used a certain kind of piece on the bottom of here, so it kind of changes it up along the bottom just to kind of break it up a little bit. I thought it'd be kind of a cool piece of wood to be used on this palette. This one's actually painted. The entire thing's painted on here with the wood stain. It's not spray painted on like the other kind of shadowed out palette woods that I have. This is one that's another similar one. This one is a stencil that I drew on here, and then I cut it out and then painted it on there. use spray paint, but this one is actually a bit more time consuming. Again, you can see what size this is relative to a person. This will take up a nice good size on the wall, but again, it's a trout and a fisherman black fisherman standing down the stream. Let's go. I'll get the next one. This one I really like here too as well. It's heavy. It's a deep sea fishing scene of marlin being caught. It's hard to see. It's hard to really have a picture. Get this one. But if you look at the marlin here, this is painted again with the oils on the wood. But oils on pallet wood is really difficult to do because the different pieces of pallet wood absorb differently. So this is the fish jumping, and the water is actually splashing is actually carved out. So the waters are actually carved and have not really too much texture to it, but then you have your fishing boat over here with the fisherman. Let's see if I can get it to put that on there very well. So yeah, you have a place out on the water, or maybe a water themed restaurant. This would look nice. So these ones are the kind of quicker ones to do, but they're not too quick. And once you tear apart a pallet, cut all the wood out, cut all the nails, stick them back together, draw up your diagram and paint it in there. Just a big deer head, but this is again perfect for up north or above a fireplace kind of deal. I have a couple different ones like this. So we have the big deer style. This one here. This one here is on pallet wood, but this one's painted with acrylic. And I kind of have my own style I wanted to show for the water running. And there's the fly, and here's the trout. I kind of wanted to give a lot of color to it, but then just leave this raw wood on the top and bottom. So, get a better look at this guy here. So, that's that one. Hopefully the video comes out okay down here. I know it's a little dark. See that pretty good, I think. Then the last one I have over here is another one of these pallets. So, and this one's another one of the pallets that I kind of stenciled. And this is the very first one I had done that I ever did. I kind of had a big moose head on here. Kind of have red. This kind of symbolizes the white and the blue. You know, the kind of American, you know, we have the moose, upper Michigan, that's us. And, yeah, so there's that one. That's about it. And then I'm able to put together kind of a little bit of anything. I kind of have my own style of doing things, and so if there's something specific you like to, you could request that, and maybe send me a message and see if I can put something together for you. Well, thanks for looking.